Mama, stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Ready. White 25. 56. All day, dog.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Winston. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. That one goes for 30 yards. Oh, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Still going 4 down, 4 down. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Left pass, left pass. Check 3, check 3.
49, check 49, check 49.
From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
45's the mic. Not here. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Check. 45.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'll go special.
They'll run this with Homer. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Here we go.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
With the score, Buccaneers 3, Seahawks nothing.
Took right. Not today, you are. Not today. Good touch.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's been a long day for you.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Ready. White 25. Check 56. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. White. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Complete. He finds Braid. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
14.
Here's Wilson. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent gain, 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
45, Mike, 45.
One left.
Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45. Check tight. 45.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Check 50. Hey, 0. Mike 54. I got it.
Wilson. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
It's just me and you.
Now Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Double time.
We got 4.
On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side. And a big loss here as he's taken down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quentin Jefferson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready?
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Play action. It's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return is Mickens. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half here, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
36 power.
45's the mic. Here we go. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Ricky.
Got it.
Watch it.
On 2nd down, it's Lynch, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check. 45's the mic. It's a party now. Whoa. 45. Mike, 45.
Check. One left.
45, Mike, 45.
Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And that's good for another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, defense.
Check 50, check 50.
Man up, D. Check 31, check 31.
Gun, gun.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Pick me up. Here we go.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Wilson buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check my 45. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. That's it.
Wilson on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Winston now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, 39 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin White just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike, 45. Bandit. Bandit. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Watch the slants. Watch
Let's go double count right here, double count. Check Mike 45.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
One left. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
45's the mic, 45's the mic. Let's go, D.
Now Wilson. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. On first down, Lynch. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike, 45.
Here we go,
Going to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
19.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
45. Mike, 64. Wait, in with us.
Check 3.
Hey, alert. Gun. Check Mike 45.
I'm coming.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
19.
Run left. It's the motion.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Jameis to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
45.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Record. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Who that?
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
I'm here all day.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 45. Mike, 45. I'm coming. 14, run it. 45, Mike, 45 on it.
Hey, check Mike 45.
You don't want this.
Throwing now is Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Devin White in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal.
Check. Check 45 to Mike. Coming. 45. Mike, 45. Let's go one more.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 14-yard touchdown. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Logan, and an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Mike,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, switch gears.
Check, check. Lucky.
Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready? Flag! Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And now they're going to get the timeout.
Here we go.
A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. Well, a little drama.